Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around 49 cents. Once again, 13. In the red today, guys, right? What's going to happen next? Now, I have been shorting the S out of certain S coins and meme coins, guys, right? I've been going a little bit crazy here because I've been seeing some of these coins rallying multiple hundreds of percentage, right? Usually when things go up that quickly, it comes down. But that's on the trade side of things, guys. In today's video, we have to talk about a lot of different events incoming from the Riddlers and a repeat possibly of the 2020 major event that took place back then, guys, okay? We're going to investigate it in today's video. Let us pay attention. First things first, now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is called White, interesting from X Anderson. Brad Garlinghouse has lost the 589 peg, but we have seen a bounce at 587 and we are now at 588. Making a repeg likely in the near future. You can't make this stuff up, right? Technical analysis on the following count of who Brad Garlinghouse is following, guys, right? This is absolutely just crazy. But imagine September 29th back to 589. Now let's think about it. We know for a fact he's going back to 589 following, guys, right? The real question is, when will he follow another account, right? Actually search it up. Still following 588. Right here. I wonder when it's going to be 589. Who knows? Let's just wait and see. It gets even crazier by the second, guys. We're not making this stuff up. People think we are with numbers, but numbers obviously mean something when David Shorts replies to this tweet from DeFi Mafia, number 33. Right? A gif of 3 and 3 right here. And then David Shorts comes out, says, "At least I know what that is." Winking smiley face. He knows what 33 is, guys. Isn't this odd? It sure seems like it. Now 33 can connect to what? This right here, guys. First prize, right? First prize. Singapore GP from David Shorts, which we talked about a little bit yesterday. But F1 start line, Sing a Moon right? Snowball effect, first prize. So we see right here all the connections to Singapore, but then check this out, as in what? First prize. If the market cap is equal to, I love to singa about the Muna and the Juna and the Springa, right, which will connect to first prize. Wait a minute though, right? The finish line, check this out. When does a bird sing and pour, right? Sing and pour, Singapore. Wow, isn't that crazy, guys, right? Really interesting, isn't that? Supposedly from Stellar 17, I think this is on 9/28, right? It's Halloween. Why does it feel like Christmas? A lot of connections to 9/28, a day before the Ripple proper party. Could it be? I don't know. David's birthday is 11/16 in November. Interesting. Then we see right here from Kang Space, the smiley face. Check this out. This is really crazy, guys. There's a few connections here, okay? Every autumn, we see a change in color, right? Basically, David Hampton planted these trees in a forest in Oregon to resemble a face. Every autumn, the pines turn orange and the smiley face stands out. Right? A connection to Mr. Poole. But then it gets even crazier because December 3rd, 2020. December 3rd, 10 a.m. Right, check this out. It's 10:48, which is 113. Right, emergency on that timestamp, supposedly. Now when we talk about autumn, guys, it will connect to these next few tweets. Pay attention. Harvest update, corn watch, okay, which will obviously connect to Mr. Poole. Now 313 once again. Why is the harvest important, guys? Because it influences the market. That's why. Check this out.
Well, we've had a lot less moisture this summer than last year, and the ears are a little bit shorter, and I think that harvest is going to start 2 or 3 weeks ahead of normal.
There you guys go. Now, Guess when did he post this tweet, guys? Right, 8:29. I don't even know who this person is, but 9:28. Right, if you just scramble it around. Fascinating connections, isn't that? So we got all that out of the way. We have to talk about a repeat of the past, because things do guys, we live in this crazy world because things do repeat, if not at least rhyme. Check this out. From waters above, there will be more water rituals coming soon, which is liquidity, tied to liquidity, right? And after that, there will be an air ritual, which is tied to what? You guys know air as in space, cough cough, right? Contagious, all these different things, guys. Now, from Economic Ninja, YouTube just banned. So supposedly, this YouTuber, guys, right? Economic Ninja made a video about exposing the future timeline, and YouTube took him out, right? I think he's back though. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure he's back, but he exposed what though, right? He exposed an upcoming event with a new something, a new thing. You guys know, right? Back in 2020, it seems like they're going to repeat it again, guys, in the near future, right? A new that is planned comes in 7. Wow. Look at that, guys. It will connect to 5A9, right? He literally says this thing in the video right here.
You need to know those kind of videos. But then what happened was a month ago, New York City Health and Hospitals leads a multi-agency training.
And supposedly they have been training for this new that right there, right? This would make sense. You guys want to know why? It's because if they bring upon the 2020 thing again, but with a new, you guys know, V, right? It would crash the economy. A recession would take place. And guess what happens right after the fact? The Fed swoops in, literally back in 2020, what they did, and bought everything back up again. Started printing machines again. All that sort of stuff, guys. Liquidity injected as well, right? Think about it. Now, he was right. Jill Biden's test is all part of the plan, right? So then, Alex Space Jones comes into play, right? And he talks about how a whistleblower, right, told him that TSA employees were instructed on Tuesday that you guys know, you guys have to look at the video to understand, right? Because we have to be a little bit cryptic here. That those things that covers one's face will be coming back, right? By October for travelers and full space locks, space downs, right? By December, due to new dangerous V out of Canada. Okay, so the game plan seems quite clear. If this is the case, if this is legit, if this comes into fruition, we see what harvest, right? Maybe a crash on the horizon. This seems very important, guys, if you ask me. That's why we are trying to connect the dots, right? It comes out of Canada, guys. Right. Obviously, if it does come out, people already predicted it, as such as Alex Space Jones, right? Now, if it does come out again, guys, it's going to be worse for the people again, which means they may have to pull out the stimulus checks. I mean, Japan is already doing that in October. Wait, in October? A few connections here and there. Isn't that crazy, guys, right? Which means if they bring upon the stimulus checks, inject liquidity into the market, because we're just seeing a huge crash because of this narrative that's brewing supposedly, guys. I'm not quite sure, but let's try to be ahead of the curve and be possibly prepared if this were to occur, which would make sense, guys, right? Crash the economy here and then bring it back up again, rally everything, and then at the end collapse it all, right? So the timeline seems quite clear because new Canada's chief public health space officer thinks now is the time to get your M ready, right? To cover your face. Wait, what? She literally says it in... Whoa. This has to be the craziest thing of my life, guys. I'm not going to play any of these videos because first things first, it's going to take... This video will be like 5 hours long. So I will not forget. I will leave these links down in the description below so you guys can investigate further, right? So you guys can stay ahead of the curve. Where is it? Canada. That's weird. Where Alex Space Jones says it right here, right? This was posted on August 30th. This was just posted the other day on September 12th. Think about it. It sure seems to me something is brewing, guys, doesn't it? Not to mention, Trump obviously has to come in and try to be and try to sway people, guys, right? To be on his side or team, because he stated, "I'll not give 1 penny to any school that has a V mandate or a M mandate," right? Which correlates to a repeat of the 2020 thing, if it were to occur, right? He will come back as a people savior, like we have been saying, guys, right? He's for the quote-unquote people, but is he truly? I don't know. That's how he's acting to be, though, right? Of course, they do this on 9/11. The US FDA states that update, right? There are different variants out there that are circulating around. I don't know, guys. Well, imagine this scenario. After the collapse, all these things just disappear magically. Wouldn't that be something? I feel like that's the case, guys. The reason why they're pulling every card known to mankind is to accelerate what? The system collapse, to bring upon a new financial system. They can't do it without an excuse, guys, right? So I think they're going to mix up or throw in all different types of excuses out there, or events, shall we say, which makes more sense. Not to mention, Stellar announced in 5 days the world will change, right? That timeline projection from the WEF, September 13th, 2023, the outer space break unfolds. They literally say it right here. I don't know if this is a legit post, guys, but supposedly, if it is, seems like they're brewing another repeat of the 2020 year, right? Because think about it, the 2020 thing took place from 2020 to 2021-ish, right? So if it were to occur about now, that will take us towards end of next year or 2025, which is the collapse. At that point, just bring upon a nuke and let it all die. Not physically as in people, but the markets, right? Who knows what's going to happen in the future, guys, but things seem to be accelerating. We have a few more things to talk about this, but it's going to take a little while, so we may talk about that in another video, or about all this news in another video. Let us see what happens in the future. Again, things are looking quite bleak, but at the same time, all bad news will turn into positivity for the markets. Things are flipped on its head. Maybe first we'll see a crash, but the Fed will swoop in to save the day until we see the damn collapse. Not financial advice, not financial advice, and never financial advice. Wow. My name is Sophie, amazingness. See ya. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hello, 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 hello,